Hello and welcome to Watch Me Movie. My name is Ryan and today we are watching Good Will Hunting for the first time. How's it going? I know it has been a while since I've done a movie reaction and I am really looking forward to just getting on with the film and filling up both the Patreon and the YouTube with a good few movie reactions because it's been a while. So Good Will Hunting is a film that's been recommended to me a lot even before I was a film student or studying film in any way. But it's just one that I've never got around to, much like a lot of the others on my list. And there was a lot of reference back to the script and the film Good Will Hunting when we were in the first year of script writing. So I should have seen it at this point already. I'm aware that it's directed by Gus Van Sant, and he did Drugstore Cowboy, if I'm not mistaken, which was a film I really liked as a kid, and I liked the directorial style especially. I can't think of another Gus Van Sant film I've seen other than that one, but from what I remember, that was really unique in the way it was directed, or maybe it was the editing. But either way, I'm looking forward to watching this one. If I remember correctly, then this was written by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon while they were still in university, or maybe when they just graduated. I can't remember, but I'm sure you'll all tell me in the comments of this video. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a movie reaction, so let's jump straight into this. I'm looking forward to it. Just before we do, if you appreciate this reaction, then consider giving a thumbs up to the video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. The links to the social media are in the description below, along with a link to my Patreon where you can see full-length reactions ahead of the YouTube uploads. You will need your own copy of the film when you watch along with the full-length reactions, but that is now available on Patreon. And with all that said, let's get into Good Will Hunting. Cast looking good. So, I actually have no idea on the plot of this film. Kaleidoscope effect's got some significance. Is that a kaleidoscope when it's like that? It is, isn't it? A couple of names there. Make you flinch when you see it. It's crazy that they were so young when they wrote this, and it's still so acclaimed.
So please finish Percival by next time. I also put an advanced Fourier system on the main hallway chalkboard. Former winners include Nobel laureates, Fields Medal winners, renowned astrophysicists, and lowly MIT professors.
It's interesting that it went to a handheld camera for a minute there.
How you doing? Good.
Kathy!
What?
Why didn't you give me none of that nasty little hoochie woochie you usually throw at me?
Oh, fuck you.
She had skin problems. I'm tired. You're gonna get charged, you know that. Casey's bouncing up a bar at Harvard next week. We should go up there. We'll fuck up some smart kids.
Professor Lambeau?
It's Saturday. Unless you want to have a drink with me tonight.
Maybe. Who proved the theorem?
Who did this? Jack? Wasn't me.
So is he just naturally gifted, this guy?
There's a girl with the striped pants. She's got a nice ass.
Fucking Carmine Scott Paglia. That kid used to beat the shit out of me in kindergarten. Double burger?
There's a lot of shots looking down, and bird's eye and not quite bird's eye. Maybe not a lot of shots, but I've noticed a couple.
Hey, hold up.
Shut the fuck up.
Go, Morgan.
Whoa.
I got a feeling I'm gonna see loads of moments that have been parodied from this film.
In the identity of the mystery math magician.
I mean, if I had to solve that equation, I wouldn't want to stand up in that room right now either.
And there is a problem on the board right now that took us more than 2 years to prove.
Interested to know the reason why it's so good. Like, how has he studied it?
Sorry. That's people's work. You can't graffiti here. Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, it's when the aggression comes out that the Boston accent comes out of it. That's realistic. I think people's accents come out a lot more when they're being aggressive.
Oh my God. Looks right.
I mean, how hard is it to push a motherfucking broom
Bitch,
around
you
the
got
room?
fired from pushing the fucking broom.
Shut up. You get canned more than tuna, bitch. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, how are you? Do you go to school here?
Yeah.
What class did you say that was?
Oh, why don't you go away?
Why don't you relax?
Go away.
You gonna have a problem?
No.
Problem, douchebag.
My contention is that prior to the Revolutionary War,
Of course that's your
Hang on a
contention.
sec.
You're a first-year grad student. You just got finished reading some Marxian historian.
It looks like he's about 55.
Wood drastically underestimates the impact of social distinctions predicated upon wealth, especially inherited wealth. You got that from Vickers. But is that your thing? You come into a bar, you read some obscure passage, and then pretend you pawn it off as your own?
yeah, but I will have a degree.
Oh, mate.
It's cool.
It's cool.
Cool.
Chuck, Billy insulted one of them, and the heavyset girl said that I ever had a receding hairline and I was a few pounds overweight, and I was like, go fuck yourself.
You're an idiot. I've been sitting over there for 45 minutes waiting for you to come and talk to me.
I'm well.
Skylar, there's my number. So maybe we can go out for coffee sometime.
Do you like apples?
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
A little bit cringy.
Excuse me. Is this the buildings and grounds office? I have this guy who works in my building. He's about this high.
Which one is
blonde.
your building?
This is Professor Lambeau.
This is Professor Hayes.
Tell him, please.
Got this job through his PO. You can call him.
Devin said it. And I
This is
excuse
20th
me.
century, Your Honor.
Excuse me.
make a mockery of the courtroom.
I am afforded the right to speak in my own defense, sir.
June 93, assault. September 93, assault. I'm also aware that you've been through several foster homes. But you hit a cop, you're going in.
Or maybe we could get together sometime this week. You know, sit out at a cafe, maybe have some caramels.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
There's no chance that you're pre-law, is there?
I've spoken to the judge, and he's agreed to release you. First condition is that you meet with me every week. And the second condition is that you see a therapist. If you fail to meet with any of those conditions, you will have to serve time.
Not a bad deal. Especially when maths is just like easy. Just that easy to you. Aw, they're jealous.
Well, no more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
Ballyhoo. What the hell does that mean?
Do you find it hard to hide the fact that you're gay?
What are you talking about?
Henry,
It's not worth it.
what happened?
An absolute lunatic he is.
What do you see? Something's in my room. It's touching me down there. Sky, rockets in flight, afternoon delight.
I'm sorry, Ray.
I've better things to do with my time.
Hey.
Why is trust the most important thing in making a breakthrough with a client? Everyone's back. Welcome back, everybody. Professor Gerald Lambeau, Fields Medal winner for combinatorial mathematics. It's an amazing honor.
Happened in college, boys.
Sean.
Yeah.
I think I got something interesting for you.
I've got a full schedule.
Sean.
I'm very busy.
I've got a full schedule. This boy is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. But he's a bit defensive. And I need someone who can get through to him.
Boy genius from Saucy.
Yeah, it's got nice rhythm and speed to the dialogue. Speed, pace to the dialogue.
How are you?
You paint that? It's a real piece of shit.
Oh, well, tell me what you really think.
It's the coloring.
You know what the real bitch of it is? It's paint by number. Let me do my job now. You start with me. Come on.
Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should watch your mouth.
So just testing what the trigger is for his emotional response.
Why'd she leave you? Was she, banging some other guy?
We'll fucking end you.
Well,
Thursday, 4 o'clock. Make sure the kid's here.
just gonna choke him once a week till he doesn't act like that anymore. That looks like a lynching set.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. They're all gone. Yeah.
I hope he picked those up for that old lady.
I know you've been thinking about it. Well, I think we should just get out of the way now.
Not with your mouth full. I would probably retch into her mouth. She come towards me chewing.
Come with me.
You got a thing for swans? Is this like a fetish? It's something like maybe we need to devote some time to?
Just relax, kid.
Something occurred to me. You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Why, thank you.
I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. If I ask you about women, you probably give me a syllabus of your personal favorites. But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman and feel truly happy. I ask you about war, you'd probably throw Shakespeare at me, right? But you've never been near one. I ask you about love, you'd probably quote me a sonnet. You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I see a cocky, scared, shitless kid. Do you think I'd know the first thing about how hard your life has been? Because I read Oliver Twist. I can't learn anything from you. I can't read in some fucking book. Unless you want to talk about you, then I'm fascinated. But you don't want to do that, do you, sport? Your move, Chief.
So I noticed when Robin Williams was first talking and the camera pushed into him, and it stayed on him for a long time. And I think it only started pulling away from Robin Williams' face and including Matt Damon in the shot when he was starting to get through to him. And I think it only then allowed the camera to flip onto Matt Damon and sort of see that his view may have changed at that point. And the script is so look at the age of them when they wrote this, because you wouldn't think it, do you know what I mean, like you think of some two young lads writing. Well, I suppose I don't know the story behind the origin of the scripts and stuff, so it's just yeah, it's really good.
Christ, who did you call? No, and I forgot the number.
What do you mean it didn't talk? You were in there for an hour.
Pretty impressive, actually.
That was quite impressive.
Jerry, if we do the whole thing this way, then
Hey, look. Sometimes people get lucky.
You're a brilliant man.
Got to feed the egos of these mathematicians.
I was on this plane once. Captain gets on, he does this whole, we'll be cruising at 35,000 feet. But then he puts the mic down, he forgets to turn it off. He's like, all I could use right now is a fucking blowjob and a cup of coffee. So the stewardess fucking goes bombing up from the back of the sky in the back of the plane's like, hey, hon, don't forget the coffee. I have been late, I went on a date last week.
How'd it go?
It was good. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, but this girl's like, beautiful. She's smart, she's fun. This girl's like fucking perfect right now. I don't want to ruin that.
Well, that way you can go through your entire life without ever having to really know anybody.
I wonder if that switch past him, past the back of his head, is another breakthrough moment.
One night it was so loud it woke the dog up. She woke herself up. But Will, she's been dead 2 years, and that's the shit I remember.
People call these things imperfections, but they're not. Oh, that's the good stuff. But the question is whether or not you're perfect for each other. Now, you can know everything in the world, sport, but the only way you're finding out that one is by giving it a shot. Even if I did know, I wouldn't tell a pissant like you.
You ever think about getting remarried?
My wife's dead.
Yeah, I think the little bits of cinematography sort of complement the shifts in the relationship and the significant moments of dialogue really well and subtly. I like how the relationship is coming along bit by bit. It seems like Matt Damon's character sort of respects him more when he offers more of himself up to him. And I just think it must be crazy for Matt Damon to be sort of sat across from Robin Williams, watching Robin Williams deliver lines that he's written back to him.
I'm sorry, you know, I blew it.
No, I mean, you know, it's all right.
Let me take you out again. Like tomorrow?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Oh my God, my dog is winning! He totally won! Have you got lots of brothers and sisters?
I have 12 big brothers.
You do not
I
have
swear
12
to God,
brothers.
I swear to God. I'm lucky
No.
13 right here. Maki, Ricky, Danny, Terry, Mikey, Davey, Timmy, Tommy, Joey, Robbie, Johnny, and Brian. I'm living with 3 of them right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You ever wonder what your life would be like if you never met your wife?
Why? Because the pain I feel now? Oh, I got regrets, Will, but I don't regret a single day I spent with her.
So when did you know, like, that she was the one for you?
October 21st, 1975. Biggest game in Red Sox history?
You got tickets?
Yep. And in walks this girl. It was an amazing game, though.
Steps up to the plate. You know, he's got that weird stand.
Yeah.
35,000 people on their feet. Oh, he goes apeshit. And 35,000 fans, you know, they charge the field, you know? Hey, gentlemen!
Did you rush the field?
No, I didn't rush the fucking field. I wasn't there.
You missed Pudge Fist's home run?
Oh, yeah.
To have a fucking drink with some lady you never met?
Yeah, but you should have seen her. She was a stunner. Just slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry, guys, I gotta see about it. That's why I'm not talking right now about some girl I saw at about 20 years ago and how I always regretted not going over and talking to her.
Wow.
When am I going to meet your friends and your brothers?
Well, they don't really come down here that much.
Is it me you're hiding from them or the other way around?
And got his dick in the monkey's ass, and Morgan comes running in going, I don't mind it.
I'll see you guys Sunday.
All right, take it easy, Bill. It's always nice to meet you.
Oh.
Take it easy.
Hey, wait a minute. You said we were going to see your place.
No, not tonight.
Oh, no, not tonight.
Fuck, I want to meet your brothers.
No, we're gonna do that another time.
And I yelled, don't forget the coffee.
Oh, shit. You didn't say that.
So, you wanted to talk about Will.
My phone's been ringing off the hook with job offers.
It's great that there are offers, but I don't really think he's ready for that.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. We gotta give this kid direction.
Direction's one thing, manipulation's another. There's more to life than a fucking Fields medal.
This is too important, Sean. The boy's in a meeting right now. I set up for him over at McNeil.
Will, our offer is $84,000 a year plus benefits.
Retainer.
I've got $73. Will you take a check?
How's it going?
Fine. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
You know, there are very smart people here at Harvard, and even they have to study because this is really hard. You do it so easily, I don't understand.
You play the piano.
Yeah, but...
Beethoven, okay? He looked at a piano, and it just made sense to him. Right, well, I mean, when it came to stuff like that, I could always just play.
Well, I've been here for 4 years, and I've only just found you. Will, come to California with me.
That's a really serious thing you're saying. I mean,
I just want you to come to California with me. If you don't love me, you should just tell me because it's such a...
love you.
What are you so scared of?
You just want to have your little fling with, like, the guy from the other side of town. Then you're going to go off to Stanford. You're going to marry some rich prick who your parents will approve of.
Don't put your shit on me when you're the one that's afraid. You know what? I'm afraid too. Fuck it, I want to give it a shot, and at least I'm honest with you. No, you're not going. You're not leaving.
What do you want to know? What? That I don't have 12 brothers? Yeah. That I'm a fucking orphan? You know, cigarettes put out of me when I was a little kid.
I didn't know
that this isn't fucking surgery, that the motherfucker stabbed me. Got a fucking sign on my back that says save me?
No.
Do I look like I need that?
No! I love you.
I don't love
That was a bit raw. Excellent acting though from both of them, especially from her. Like she was like, move to California with me. And he's like, why won't you move to California with me? It's like, well, give him a chance. But yeah. Like this framing with the light, with the lamp here.
Did you ever consider...
I'm pretty sure it's right. It's right. Just take it home with you.
When I set up a meeting with my associates and you don't show up, it reflects poorly on me. I'll give you a job myself. I just wanted you to see what was out there.
Do you know how easy this is for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke. This is probably a total waste of my time.
Most days I wish I never met you. Because then I could sleep at night. I didn't have to watch you throw it all away.
You hump a baseball glove? I didn't. I just used it for cleanup.
Excuse me, but what? What?
You feel like you're alone, Will?
What?
I just have a little question here. Why did you work at the most prestigious technical college in the whole fucking world? So what do you really want to do?
I want to move up to Nashua, get a nice little spread, get some sheep and tend to them.
Yeah, get the fuck
Hey,
out.
no, time's not up yet. Where's your soulmate? You want to talk about soulmates? Where is she?
Dead. What do you want to do? See you, Bo Peep.
I just wanted to, call you up before you left.
I love you.
Take care.
Don't say it to him again, woman.
Well, if he doesn't show up and I file a report saying he wasn't here and he goes back to jail, it won't be on my conscience.
It's a nice shot.
Fuck, that's good. So how's your lady? She's gone. Really? Yeah. When was this? It's like a week ago. Well, that sucks. Look, you're my best friend, so don't take this the wrong way. But in 20 years, if you're still working construction, I'll fucking kill you. You owe it to me. I mean, you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. It'd be an insult to us if you're still here in 20 years. But every day I come by your house and I pick you up. So I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there.
Yeah, the screenplay is consistently good.
He was abandoned by the people who were supposed to love him the most.
Oh, come on, don't give me that Freud.
Oh, no, listen, Jerry. He pushes people away before they have a chance to leave him.
You're angry at me for doing what you could have done, but ask yourself, Sean. Ask yourself if you want Will to feel that way.
You think I'm a failure. I know who I am. And you and your cronies think I'm some sort of pity case. He's a good kid, and I won't see you fuck him up like you're trying to fuck up me right now.
Push
He's not you, you guessed that?
A lot of that stuff goes back a long way between me and him.
Hey, you're not gonna fail me, are you? Well, what is it, like, Will has an attachment disorder? Is it all that stuff?
You see this? All this shit. This is not your fault. Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
All right? Don't fuck with me, all right? Don't fuck with me, Sean, not you.
It's not your fault.
So sorry.
I was told before I watched this film that the writing is the standout part of it, and I have to agree. Like, the script It's surprising. I don't know why it's surprising that they wrote this at such a young age. It just seems like just like a authentic and layered script.
So that's it. So we're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Just want you to know, Sean, that
You're welcome, Will. If you call that, I'll get back to you right away. Do what's in your heart, son. You'll be fine. Good luck, son.
Happy birthday.
So we forgot, huh, bitch? Fucking come on. Get
Fucking Morgan wanted to get you a T-pass.
That's not what I was saying.
Me and Bill scraped together the pots, and Morgan was out panhandling for change every day. Happy 21, Will.
Happy 21, brother.
So where you going? India, China. How about a drink right now?
Just took off.
If the professor calls about that job, just tell him, sorry. I had to go see about a girl.
Son of a bitch. He stole my line.
Got to finish there for me. Not that I don't want to see anymore, but you know what I mean? Like, that would have been a nice ending. Is this just a credit shot? Yeah, alright. Nice. Nice. That's really satisfying that it did actually finish there at that point. Yeah. We'll talk about it after. Okay, and that was Good Will Hunting. So it's been a bit of time since the film finished. I actually forgot to do the wrap up. So I have had a bit of time to think about the film and stuff. First off, I really did like it. I can see why it's held in such high regard still. The writing especially, like my friend said previously, it is the thing that stands out in this film. Performances obviously carry the writing really well, but the dialogue's written and paced in such a way that it seems authentic and not over dramatized for the sake of it. Like, it'd be very easy to have the characters take ages to say every sentence, doing long dramatic pauses, and they don't tend to do that. The dialogue between the characters seems natural and authentic, and the pace in which it's delivered and the way that the film's edited, it never seems like a drag. Like it, in the more emotional scenes or the scenes with the deeper meanings and possibly some character monologues, the film was just really well crafted so that you never felt like it was dragging on at any point. The cinematography was used really subtly as well. It didn't draw attention to itself. There was moments where the camera would push in, so like in the park, for example, on Robin Williams' face, the camera would push in and then slowly pull back out to reveal Matt Damon listening. There was points that I mentioned during the film where the camera would shift its position as the characters would, like, metaphorically shift their position or their attitude towards each other. This is all just stuff that I'm speculating, so maybe it's not the intention of the director or the cinematographer, but that's what I took from it anyway. The performances obviously were all really good. Minnie Driver's, Matt Damon's, and Robin Williams especially. But yeah, it's an interesting film for them to write at such an age, because on paper it's not something that I would particularly choose to see, you know, without seeing anything about it other than the plot down on paper. It's good, but it's not something that I would scramble towards seeing. But then as soon as you start watching it, you're gripped and it takes you through, and it's really good writing and filmmaking because everything just works together. I don't feel like this film missed a step or missed a beat at any point. There wasn't anything that was like, that felt like they didn't know exactly what they were doing. It felt like there was no wasted dialogue. The director and the writers obviously working really well as them being the cast members. And my friend was saying earlier, like they would have known exactly how they wanted the dialogue to be spoken when they were writing it. So that would probably help towards the authenticity of the characters and the way they spoke to each other and interacted. It was like a perfect example of when everything just goes right in a film, I think. And yeah, there's nothing you could pick out on it that you say, oh, this could have been better or something. It was just a really well packaged and well crafted film. And like I say, it's not surprising, I suppose, but to me, it's like impressive that at that age, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were writing like that. And then obviously the way the film came together, it's very impressive, and I can see why film school uses it in the first year to sort of inspire and showcase what you can do. The story itself as well, the characters are that well written that you become invested in them along the way very easily. Minnie Driver and Matt Damon worked really well as a couple. The dynamic between them really worked, and you wanted them to succeed. And obviously, that was helped by the fact that Robin Williams really made you sort of feel his loss and his longing for his wife and stuff like that. So that added to the the whole emotional, what do you call it? The emotional investment that you had into Matt Damon's and Minnie Driver's characters. But yeah, I could talk about this film for a while, and I probably will end up doing. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. This was one of those films where you watch it and you sort of feel inspired. It makes you want to write and sort of hone your craft a bit more when you watch something like this. So I'm very glad I watched it, and thank you to everyone that recommended this one. So yeah, let me know in the comments any bits of trivia that you know about this film, any little behind the scenes facts and stuff, like that type of stuff. Let me know your favourite thing about this film, because I know that this film is very popular among people that aren't necessarily really into film as well, from my experience. So it's interesting that it appeals to such a wide audience as well, when it's not like a flashy action picture or a popular comedy or something like that. It's interesting that this one hits with such a wide audience. So yeah, let me know when you first saw it, what appealed to you about it, what resonated with you about this film, because I'm interested in that type of thing. But yeah, I think that'll do it for Good Will Hunting. I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, that's it. If you appreciate this reaction, then consider giving a thumbs up to the video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Links to the social media are in the description below, as well as a link to the Patreon where you can see full-length reactions and get early access to the YouTube edits. And with all that said, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.